school teacher, that was a bank, country store, schoolhouse, post office, bank, everything else all in one. Now we are spinning around over a tunnel right now. US Highway 1 below us, about 20 feet down. And over to your left, slightly behind us right now, that is the green place back there. That is the Riverside Hotel, built in the 1930s. A famous actor came and cut the ribbon for the hotel back then. Later, when he became president, would only stay here, President Ronald Reagan. Now, over to your right, up the river, about 25 miles. We'll be out in the Everglades. We'll tell you more about that a little bit later on. But let's get you acquainted with your crew on board today. We got Kathy, we got Jay, we got Lisa at the bar. We have Captain Jack up here. We call him Captain Jack Sparrow. My name's Dave. I'll be your tour guide today. And that's about all I can think of. You guys got anything? Nothing? Okay, thanks for coming. Okay, I thought of a couple things. Over here to the right, see this house? Little house with a pool? Jim Noggle's house, longest serving mayor in Fort Lauderdale history. 6 consecutive terms, very popular mayor, Jim Noggle. Over to your left, right under the trees here, you got a house with arched windows. That was built in 1912 for John Wesley Needham. Later became the John Robert Powers Modeling School for Girls. Look at the grass between us and the girls' school. The models used to go out there and sunbathe. And for some reason, the Carrie B seemed to break down a lot right about here. On the left-hand side, you got the green condos coming up. You get a waterfront condo there for about $50,000.
For a month?
Back in 1970. Right now, they're about $300,000. Not very big either. Oh, look, there's a bathing beauty over there. Hey, we have, you guys from South Florida? Nobody? Okay, well, just in case. We have Anthony's Coal-Fired Pizza all over the place down here. Here's Anthony's house to the right with the pool, the boat, I should say, and the pool. And you got the dark shutters. You gotta sell a lot of pizza with it there. He does. Now, over to your left, coming up, you got what looks like a tiki hut coming up. But here in South Florida, they're actually called tiki huts. They're built by the Seminole Indians. How a Seminole Indian builds your tiki hut? You don't need a permit. Now, if you're looking for a house on the river, this one just went up for sale about 3 weeks ago. Beautiful house over here. And if you like a big kitchen, this is your house. Because everything from the center doorway left downstairs is kitchen. Now check out the beautiful house. Check out the yard. Look at that pool. Look at the jacuzzi up on top of the rocks there. That's nice. You guys buy it and invite us over. Anybody know Nick Saban?
How much?
I don't know. More than I got. I can find out for you if you want to buy it today.
What about Nick Saban, Mr. A?
Nick Saban? Oh, Nick Saban. Yeah, well, he used to coach the Dolphins down here. Wayne Huizinga owned the team back then. Look over to your right. You got this house here with a pool. Wayne owned the team and he owned this house and many more things, as we'll see up throughout the tour here. But he let the coach live there free. Nice little perk for being coach of the Dolphins. Off to your right, you got a seafoam greenhouse coming up here. That's where they filmed the 1991 movie King Fear, Robert De Niro and Nick Nolte. Pulled out the palm trees, put in pine trees, painted it white, made it look like North Carolina. You might be wondering, why would they film that movie here? Well, at the time Nick Nolte lived here, he was under house arrest for drunk driving. On your left-hand side, you got the orange place here, the Egan's. They started Alamo Rent-A-Car. You might have heard of that company's first name. It was originally called Rent-A-Wreck. The next two bends in the river are Tarpon Bend. Check out this beautiful property here to our left on the corner. This place originally built and lived in by the Bell family. What did they do? They started Taco Bell. Taco Bell house. Anybody see Harry Potter? Here comes the Harry Potter house off to the right. Wayne Huizinga paid the people from Universal Orlando to come down, design, and build this house for $26 million. When it was finished, he gave it to his niece Holly as a wedding present. That is a wedding present sitting right there. Who wants to be Holly? Now back over to your left, in front of Taco Bell, the rocks, you'll see a crocodile on top. That's an original prop from the early Tarzan movies that were filmed here with Johnny Weissmuller. To the right of the rocks, bell-shaped bush, of course. And then the end of the Taco Bell house, in the rock wall, you got the roof line there, see that on every Taco Bell. The window, the original drive-through right there. To the right of Taco Bell, you got the dock and the big house. That's the CEO of Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casinos here in Hollywood. Anybody help pay for that one? Off to your right, the property starts right there at the boat, goes around a good ways around Tarpon Bend and on down there. This Wayne Huizinga. Wayne used to own the Miami Dolphins, the Florida Marlins, and the Panthers. Sold those teams. The family still holds on to about 5% of the Miami Dolphins. Check out the chairs. Wayne would be out there all the time, waving at us going by. He loved the boats. He was very cool. He would actually hang out with regular people a lot of times. He'd been on this boat 3 times with his family, with everybody else. He could have bought it a zillion times over. I'll show you a restaurant later. He used to hang out with everybody as well. Unfortunately, Wayne passed away about 6 years ago. We missed Wayne. He was really, really cool. Check out the bell tower up top. The bells played about 500 of Wayne's favorite songs. Jacuzzi on the second deck, infinity pool below. And the trim up there is real gold. Now, the new owner of the property is Chuck West. He's the founder of Pet Supermarkets here in South Florida. Check out the dolphin sculptures. All of Wayne's family had those same sculptures in their yards when they owned the Miami Dolphins. As we go down the property, you're going to see a little green place with a brown door out front. That's where the tractor goes in and out. That's the gardener's place. And the last piece is actually the theater for the property. Wayne started a whole bunch of companies. 3 major ones you might have dealt with or heard of before. Blockbuster Video, AutoNation, and Waste Management. On your left-hand side. Oh, I thought, I could have sworn it looks like Santa Claus in there. What is that? See that red thing? Yeah. Is that Santa Claus in there? I don't know. Just kind of, I never saw that there. They put it out there, I guess. Anyway, that's Kenneth Silvergrad's house. He has an investment firm, and straight behind us, the tower downtown called One Financial Plaza. Next up on your left, you got a property coming up here with no house, just some rocks out front. That's the house. They knocked it down about 7 years ago when the lady that lived on here died. Her name, Virginia Wells, as in Fargo. She was the matriarch or grandmother of the family. When they knocked down the house, they outlined in rocks there. You'll see where the house used to be. Turned it into like a little park. They come out here from time to time, wave at us, never throw us any money. Wells Fargo owns about 90% of the expensive storefronts on Las Olas Boulevard. Wells Fargo owns about 90% of my house. Y'all laughed harder at that than anything else, and that ain't no fun. On the left-hand side, any ladies on the boat like to meet a bachelor billionaire? Here's his new house. Now, he built that about 6 years ago for $11.5 million. Today, you couldn't even touch the lot for that much money. Now, how did he get rich so quick? Well, he has a program online that helps other companies advertise their companies. Next up on your left, you got a slanted roof up here. The older house on the corner with the boat there. You'll never guess whose place this used to be. He actually used to hang out with Barney all the time, live with Opie and Aunt Bee, Sheriff Taylor, Andy Griffith's old vacation home right there. Now, ladies, on this trip, we know of 2 bachelors, and they just happen to live right next to each other. We have another bachelor here in Andy's old house. He's from Canada. He's in his 80s, and this is not a joke. He likes to come out here, mostly be on a paddleboard, but sometimes work on his plants, wearing only his neon green G-string. And it ain't a pretty sight. Now the tugboats just let this boat go. On the other side of this boat in a second, you're going to see the house over here with the tan roof, the two chimneys, and turquoise chairs out front, right in front of this boat here. Harris Hudson's place. Harris Hudson, Wayne Huizinga's best buddy growing up in school, married his sister, became his brother-in-law. They started waste management together. Wayne borrowed $8,000 from his sister to buy an old trash truck. Harris and Wayne would run that trash truck around together, collecting trash themselves. When the company got big, Wayne made Harris the general manager. And this guy keeps moving forward, so you're kind of missing the house that's right there. Then the yellow place right here, you got the, that's another little piece of Wayne's World there. That was Pam Huizinga. She sold that about 10 years ago. It's been bought and sold a couple of times in between. The newest owners just moved in about 8 months ago. Sold for $28 million. This house has 8 bedrooms. And guess how many bathrooms? 16 bathrooms over there. Now, you got an empty lot here with blue flower pots. You got a gold house just ahead, same owner, different property. Going to build a bigger house here. The current house will become the guest house when that's finished. This is the former CEO of Kohl's Department Stores. Anybody ever shop at Kohl's? Yeah. Anybody ever use that Kohl's cash? Yeah. How about they borrow your cash? Yeah. Pretty good. On the right-hand side, check out the house here with all the coconut trees and the white trim. Fort Lauderdale's biggest drug dealer, the CEO of Walgreens. Now we're outbound on the New River. We're going to turn right on the Intercoastal. Runs from Brownsville, Texas, around the Gulf of Mexico, around Florida, on the eastern seaboard, over 3,000 miles long, and we'll be on a piece of it heading